Hey, you. Talking to you. Are you tired? Need a space to vent? Well, then get ready for the rally. Welcome to the anal margin. Ah.
Enough silence. Was that good? Okay.
We're going.
I had to do the overlap. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not in broadcasting.
This is not my trade by choice.
No, this is something new. I'm not used to this stuff. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, hello.
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 How's it going, everybody? This is strange. It's going to get even stranger.
Stranger danger.
My name is KW, also known around these parts as the Wang.
The Wang.
This is my sidekick, G. Newsoms, also known as Butters Newsoms.
Butters. They call me Butters.
Motherfucker just surfed to my house right now.
I rode the wave.
Surfed to my house on a longboard. It knocked on the door and just came in.
I hit a pebble on my way here.
Little spicy, dirty looking kid from the beach. Oh, got him. Shut him down on that one.
I rely on the waves to get home.
Like I said, folks, this is the anal margin. Glad you can make it. Please don't shut us off. We're trying.
Trying our best out here.
Right? The Wang's trying, dude.
The white Wang.
I ain't getting no action. The white Wang, dude. Ooh, it's talking about not the race. So don't serve me with a cease and desist letter. We're talking about the Wang.
The white trash Wang.
The white trash Wang from West Virginia. Western Waverly. Something about the crest, man. The nickname the Wang. Carried that nickname since I was born.
Since you were born.
And then my dad was born. And his dad was born. And his dad was born. And his pappy. And his pappy before him.
They were all called the Great White Wangs.
They were just called the Wangs.
Oh.
Because it was a curse, dude.
Oh.
We weren't known for our large packages down there. We were known for attributes for other things.
Like what?
Dude, we were great couriers back in the Western days, in the 1800s.
Doing what?
So if you wanted something delivered from like Florida to California,
Like on horse?
yeah, we just ride bareback. We'd ride bareback and nonstop, dude. Let's grab that horse's wang or the mane and spur that thing.
You grab the horse's wang, you sick freak.
Well, that's how I had to hold on to the damn thing, dude. It was the only thing big enough to hold on to was its wang. I meant the mane, horse's mane, like an Indian, but without long hair. We didn't have hair either, so we were bald. We were bald with small wings.
Never had hair before?
I did when I was younger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What color was your hair when you were
It was
younger?
brown, not gray. Now it's just not there in gray. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah. So we were great couriers.
Okay.
So if you needed something, like back then, overnight was like a 19-day journey. So there was
By ground?
Yeah, it was world round. So it took us 38 days to get to another state. So instead of stopping and eating and sleeping in the mountains, we just rode straight through, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't wear down or nothing? No baby powder?
No, baby, because there was nothing there to powder.
No chafing or anything?
We were chafing because we were like big thighed, small calved,
Ooh.
and heavy statured upper.
Oh.
It's like an egg with legs. Egg with heavier thighs, small calves. Super unproportioned, dude. You know.
I'm sorry you had to go through that your whole life.
That's okay. And then great fighters. We were great fighters. Big time. And because there was nothing there to kick. So you kick one of us in the crotch, it's like kicking a flat tire.
Ooh.
Just going to hurt yourself.
Get your foot lost.
We would have made great bicycle racers, dude.
Oh, like the Tour de France, maybe?
Yeah, Tour de France. I would have probably beat Lance Armstrong. Because there's just nothing there, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, and all that upper heaviness, just momentum. Pushing that fucking bike up all the small village hills in France, dude. You know what I mean?
You got a lot of weight going on.
a lot of weight.
A lot of gravity pulling you around, huh?
bash into these guys. You son of a bitch.
Can't really kick them over though. You break your ankle.
Yeah, we wouldn't. No, we just no, we couldn't fall over because we couldn't get back up. Like we're out. Time out, coach. And then yeah, I got the Newsom's.
The nuisance.
Newsom's. I'm sure you guys got a legacy.
Yeah, I don't know much in general.
Whoa. That's
But
news to me.
I feel like back in my previous lives, I was Amish. Maybe I just feel it.
Loyal.
Yeah, I'll be there for you whenever you need.
America's pincushion.
Yeah, I can't do much, but I'll help
Show
you
up.
lift a building up and walk it around.
Lift the barn on the barn day raising.
Yeah,
The raising of the barn day. Shows up in a pickup truck with no buggy.
I got a tool belt, no tools in it.
Fucking Home Depot hammer. A Cobalt hammer. I just picked this bad boy up on the way over.
Still got the price tag on it.
Just tell me where you want me to stand.
You guys have money to pay me back?
You kind of look like the Amish too, dude.
I feel it. That's why. Like I'm loyal. I'll be there for you. I'll watch your dog.
watch
if you're
your
out of
dog.
town.
Yeah, America's pain. They're loyal, dude. It's like a great. It's like a hound.
Yeah,
It's like a hound dog.
yeah. I feel like I'd be the Amish guy that would go behind the barn and drink by himself and
I think they do.
get shunned all the time.
We'll fix the wheel in a minute.
Try and reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Everybody would get pissed off at me.
When they knock on the door because they're trying to go to the bathroom, but you're in there jerking off. You're like, you can't come in right now. Yee, I'm churning butter.
I'm smashing the tater, if you know what I'm saying.
They're all, oh, geez, Ma, he's doing the tater smashing. Oh, when he comes out, he's going to get a preaching too.
3 weeks of shun.
Go outside, Newsom's, brother Newsom's.
I never said I was a good Amish man. I just feel it sometimes.
Okay, I'm going to go outside and do what? You stand there, Yee, for 4 weeks until I don't know what they do, dude.
Wash the wagons.
Go outside and detail the wagon. Newsom's, brother Newsom's.
I'm all out there with a pressure washer, gas powered.
They're like, turn that thing off. What is that thing you've brought to our village? It's
My house is the only one with electricity.
You got a well too on the property, dude. Is it
An
a
electric
generator?
well?
Yeah. Is it a generator, dude? Brother Newsom's has a generator.
Brother
Sinner. Huh?
Yeah, I feel like that's just how I feel. I don't know.
Is that where you guys came from?
I don't know.
He doesn't know his family origin.
Yeah.
All I know is the great Wangs have small wangs. That's the curse I've been carrying for pushing 50.
I just know I'm loyal, but I'm not real good.
Got no parents to talk to. He was adopted, dude. He was adopted by an American from the West. He's like, it's okay, man. We got power. Put some in the microwave, dude. You know? Oh,
Yeah.
he's shut down right now.
I would be a bad Amish man.
You can talk. It's okay. We're not going to whip you with sticks, dude.
No, I won't get shunned.
You won't get shunned over here, Yee, on the great anal margin.
Yeah.
They're like, anal margin, you sinning son of a bitch.
This Amish man is on a podcast.
Oh, the world is coming to an end, Yee. So it's gonna,
I'd like to show this to an Amish man.
they're gonna send you a letter, your family, and demand that you come home. You're like, I'll see you in 4 weeks on my journey back home, dude. Gotta take a buggy from California to frickin' Ohio.
On a horse, no freeways.
I know. See, if I was delivering you,
Yeah.
I'd get you there, dude, because the wangs won't be in the way, bro. I'm like, just lay to the side, dude. Lay to the side and hold on to the horse's wang. While I hold on to the mane.
You just strap me to the horse.
Yeah. All I'm doing is sitting there like a naked egg with legs and spurs on, dude. Chang, chang.
What happens if you fall off? Because you don't got much leg strength down there.
We're good grippers, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. The wangs are good grippers.
Oh.
Good fighters, good grapplers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kick us in the balls, it's over with, dude, for them.
Oh.
And for us, that's like our best attribute, dude. So we're strong up top, not so much down below.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Just in the midsection, you know.
The mid up. Stocky with small legs and no wang. A third of a wang right here, dude.
The third is just the pinky nail.
Yeah, it's just it's like a dinky from your rim for your cap for your air sleeve. Your valve stem or valve stem cap.
Small Wang, did they circumcise you?
They couldn't. They were like, it's already done.
He's got no skin there.
Yeah, like all the white males just knew what was going on. So they're like, no problem. We just took you down here because the wives made us.
We told them we circumcised you.
Yeah, like this is just how the generations have come to be.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it rough? Do you go around day to day with problems because of it?
I have to sit down to take a piss.
Oh,
I don't really care about that. That's how I play my games. Anyways, yeah. All miserable. Like, oh God, I don't feel good, dude.
It's just in the back of your head all day. You got a small wang.
Yeah. Oh no, I know it's there because I see it in the mirror. That's not there.
Oh,
Yeah, when I go to the shower every day.
so you have to look in the mirror to see it. You can't just look down or anything.
Yeah, it's not because I'm fat. It's just it's not there.
Oh,
It's all right, dude.
oh.
All right. Oh, lady's happy. I mean, you'll hear like buds, the good buds.
Just give her a fist bump every once in a while, and she's happy.
She's cool. I give her an elbow bump. She's all good. Check it out, peeps. So this is why. This is why. This is why the sign reads what it is. So I'm gonna tell you a story. There's
An elbow bump.
elbow bump, dude. We got bone spurs. Me and my wife have bone spurs. I think because the only reason we had kids is we were passing each other in the hallway,
Yeah.
and then the hallway was real narrow.
Oh.
So this is like it's almost.
Oh no.
Yeah. So when I was on my back's against the wall, her back's against the wall, and we're trying to pass each other.
Yeah.
And then our midsections got each other.
And it just.
The pressure went and just shot out my stuff like a mist. Like a mist. And that's how she got pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah. You know
Sorry
what I mean?
to hear that.
How do turtles? Do turtles have sex?
Yes.
Do they? They actually have intercourse? They don't spray. What?
Never
what?
heard that. You've never heard them do their thing?
Like two hard hats smashing together? What's that? And I'm totally misquoting. I'm having a brain fart too. What's the sea creature that sprays its goo? Fertilize.
The sea cucumber.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Sea
Can we get a
cucumber?
fact check, GE?
Fact check that. Our girl engineer's got to look up what sprays.
I'm pretty sure it's a sea cucumber, and it looks like a wang.
Well,
that thing's packing bigger than you are. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm telling the folks the damn no truth, dude. We ain't no bigger than a fucking quarter.
Wait, don't most fish just spray their thing?
I think sharks actually mate. Like they physically mate.
Whales, mammals.
Sea cucumbers primarily reproduce sexually through broadcast spawn.
Oh, that's how I get my wife pregnant. That's how I had kids.
Sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber style, dude.
Males and females release the sperm and eggs into the water where fertilization occurs.
Oh, that's what happened.
So they just spray it.
Yeah, that's what we did. So when me and my wife are in the hallway, she's going the opposite, right? And then our bellies touch. And,
Yeah.
and it just goes.
Is like your one moment of excitement in your whole life.
Yeah, it's like spraying. It's like spraying a water bottle.
like a Windex bottle. It just.
Yeah, and then she's happy and we're cool.
All right.
That's how we roll. That's how we breed.
I've never heard of a human being doing that, but whatever got you going.
Oh no, it's what got it going. Yeah, there was no nothing. Dude. It's like if her and I are hanging out, it's just like two people hugging each other for a long period of time, dude, face to face. Just,
We're getting a little off topic. We got to get going on
sorry.
why we're here,
So she-
not how we got here.
how I this is how I got here. This is how my parents.
It's a family crest.
Yeah, this is how they all did it. All the white males, dude. And that's because of the name, not again the race. You dumb shit people out there, you dumb bastards listening. That's how they all reproduce through every generation. There's cucumbers, sea cucumbers. Dude.
The great white sea cucumber.
We should have been called the Great White Mist. So,
Why are we here?
all right, I'm telling you how I got here.
God, not how you got
I
here.
know, stupid. Shut up. Just like the sign reads, check us out. This happened to me a couple weeks ago. This is what spawned me to do this because I go through my own personal
Spawn.
spawn. This is what spawned me to do this.
Speaking of spawn.
I had a sea cucumber moment. And I'm like, man.
Sorry.
So I go through my own shit every single day. And I've never heard anything. I never heard really like a whole lot of this being thrown out there. But I'll give you the scenario that came to be. Are you ready?
I'm here.
So I was at the dealership getting my truck serviced.
Yes.
And I was hanging out in the lobby, for 6 hours.
Ooh.
That's how long they take to change fucking oil. 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could build fucking rockets quicker than that.
Oh.
Elon Musk could build rockets quicker than that.
Ooh.
And so I'm hanging out, dude. I'm in the lobby and I'm leaning against the chair, and behind me is like a wall. And there's like two people in this lobby. And then I didn't know it, but there was like another lobby behind us, but there was a wall separate, like a cubicle wall.
Yeah.
And so I'm just sitting there and hanging out. And then I hear the phone ring, and I'm down there looking at my phone. 2 other people in there just doing whatever. And I hear this guy talking. Apparently he was talking to his wife, because I found that out later. So he's talking to his wife, this poor bastard, for about 45 minutes. And he's like, man, and you could just hear it in this guy's voice, dude. And it's just whatever he was talking about. And I was not eavesdropping.
You were eavesdropping.
I was eavesdropping.
You were definitely eavesdropping.
I was eavesdropping.
That is a definition of eavesdropping. I was listening to this man speak.
and the walls behind me, so it's separating the two of us.
Yeah.
So I wasn't staring at him, looking at his conversation. I was listening to him. This guy was talking to his wife, and he was just down on himself, dude. I don't know what to do, and we'll be okay, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what's this guy talking about? So for about 30 minutes, I had nothing better to do.
Other than listen to people.
Other than listen to this guy's conversation, right? But then as the more he took, like the deeper it went. Like, I don't know what to do. We'll be okay. I don't know what else to call. I don't know who to call. I can't take this shit anymore. I'm done with this. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sell everything off and try to find a job. So he's arguing.
Ooh.
Right? So he's letting it out. He's letting it out.
Spilling the beans.
Yeah, he was. So you could tell he was talking to somebody he knew he was close to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, that's just shitty, dude. So I'm thinking in my head, like, God damn, sounds like my life, man. And just like, we don't, it's going to be all right. I'll call this guy tomorrow, that guy tomorrow. I got a couple other jobs to bid. I just can't take this shit no more. And I'm done. Right. So that caught my curiosity. So I'm a people person.
Yeah.
Right. So the phone call ends, and I'm like, I didn't hear anybody else in the room. So I got up, went to the bathroom, came back out, and I peek around the corner. It's like a big cubicle room. And there's nobody else in there but him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this guy's by himself. So I go in there and I go, hey.
I heard you.
All creepy, huh? Hey.
You want to buy some drugs?
You want to
These can help you.
guess what's in my pocket? So, dude, I walk in and I go, hey, what's up, dude? And he's like, what's going on? And I go, hey, I'm not trying to pry at all, any way, shape, or form. But apparently we were sitting back to back with each other and we just didn't know it. He goes, what are you talking about, dude? It's like, oh, bro, I was listening to what you said. I didn't mean to pry. And he's like, what? He's all, sorry for being loud. And I go, no, you weren't loud. I was just listening to your story. And he goes, oh, sorry. Like he was all upset because people, I go, no, that's not what I'm saying.
It's a little embarrassing having to speak about that stuff in public, and then some man comes up and be like, hey.
Some egg with legs with no wing.
On a horse. We're on a horse in a car dealership.
Hey, bud, you want to go for a ride bareback on my horse out front?
What's the trade-in value on this horse?
It's getting its horseshoe serviced right now, bro, for 6.5 fucking hours, dude. So, dude, I'm listening, but I go, hey, it's not what I'm getting at. Like, this is going to come off weird, dude. I'm not trying to be fuck creepy or nothing. He's like, what? So I go, dude. So I sat down next to him, and I go, hey, I was listening to what was going on, and I kind of I feel fucking bad, bro. And he sparked something, because you're talking about work. And he goes, oh, yeah, I was. And I go, well, the shit you were kind of talking about on the telephone reminds me of my life, dude. And I go, well, I'm sorry, I'll get up and walk away, but I just could tell you were in a bad spot. And sorry. And he's like, what? And I go, that was it. So I stood up and he goes, hey. He goes, well, my name's so-and-so. And I go, oh, my name's the Wang. So I go, yeah. He's like, no, yeah. I'm just going through a rough time at work and I'm sick of all this bullshit, dude. And I go, what do you do for a living? And he goes, I own this. And I, okay. And I'm not going to lay it out there what he does.
Personal information.
Yeah. And I go, okay. And he's like, what do you do? And I go, I own this. And he goes, no shit. And I go, yeah. And I totally apologize. Didn't mean to encroach on your conversation. I was just, I heard it in your voice. And I was like, you're all right, basically, is all I was doing. And I go up and go outside and smoke. And he's like, no, man, pop a squat, dude. What? All right, cool, dude. So I'll talk to a fucking homeless person.
Yeah.
As long as he's got something interesting to say. So I sit down with this guy and I'm shooting the shit with him. And I just go, I feel bad, dude. Some of the things you were saying, I
relate to.
Yeah, relate to. With my counterpart at home, Miss Cucumber. Miss C. Cucumber.
Oh.
Me and Ms. C. Cucumber have the same similarity, dude.
I can't, dude.
So he goes, what's yeah. Remember, kids, spritz. Stay clean. Don't touch somebody else. Gross anyway. It's fucking disgusting. Disinfect. Everybody on the same fucking page? I got no shame in this game. Just doing me. Roll Tide.
Bama.
Red Snowflake. So I go, hey. Yeah, it's you literally, it's like listening to myself for a minute. That's why I came in here. So this kind of went on. About 10 more minutes go by. And he goes, yeah, man, this is fucking absolute bullshit. I've been working for the same firm for 18, 19 years as a vendor. And this is what I deal with. And I just lost this job because of the competitor that's in there. And this competitor that's in there is in relation to this company. And this vendor is huge on paying off people. And so I'm sitting there listening to his story. And he goes, I've dealt with this shit every day, day in and day out for 18 years. Can't take it anymore. I can't take it, dude. I needed this job. I've lost people. I've lost personnel. There's not a lot of work going on right now. They keep getting every job. I keep getting the table scraps. I'm just sitting here like a sponge, like a sea cucumber sponge.
Ooh.
And like Mrs. Sponge.
The sponge.
And I'm like, okay. And he goes, he just let it out. And he goes, I've dealt with this shit. I got huge loans on my back. I'm losing employees. I can't do all this because this competitor is paying all these certain people off.
Oh.
And I go, no shit. And he goes, yeah. So this has been going on since the dawn of time. Every time I try to go in there and ask what's going on, somebody else from that other company makes a phone call to the other vendor. Then that person goes in there and because someone's trying to get more work. So there's certain individuals in that company that are friends with them because they get paid off. And they call the vendor. So that vendor goes in there and then the vendor tries even harder, right? The one that's paying everybody off. Now he gets eggs. He brings egg burritos every day to their offices.
Ooh,
and
breakfast burritos.
Yeah, breakfast burritos and tickets to games. And he goes, I can't compete with all this because I'm just getting crushed. He's all, by the time I go to work, payments come in, I wait 45 days. And by the time all my receipts are done, paid out, taxes are paid, he's all, I have no money. He's all, I make less than a guy from Jack in the Box, dude.
Oh.
And I'm paying, on all these trucks I'm paying on, or, it's $500,000 here, $200,000 here, $100,000 here. He's all, I can't, by the time insurance payments are paid, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't know what to do. And we were planning on getting this job finally, talking to the owner and all this stuff, and had the owner, he's all, I met the owner at one of the races, right? And he's all, I had my motorhome there, and oh my God, we just happened to cross paths with each other. So I was like, hey, you want to come inside real quick? And so he's all, it's me and the owner of that company hanging out in my motorhome, my kids there, my wife's, everyone's fine. And then she brings it up. Oh, hey, this is coming up. Yeah. And you got this, you got that, whatever. So he's like, finally, when she said this, he's all like, the whole weight of the world fell off my shoulders. So he goes, man, I just, thank you. I can at least have a chance to try to make something back up.
Yeah.
And then I leave, and a couple weeks later go by, and next thing you know, I just got the phone call today. We didn't get the job. That same vendor that gets all these jobs
Got
that job.
Oh,
And I bitched about it a couple weeks ago to the owner, and then whatever. About a couple days after that, I just happened to be down there at my customer's office, and I went inside and I was talking to another guy about this. Like, dude, I've never brought this up to nobody. And I go, okay. And he goes, I've never brought this up to really anybody except the counterpart. And I go, okay. So the whole time I'm listening, sitting there like Miss Sponge,
Miss Sponge.
Miss Cucumber Sponge.
Ooh.
And I'm listening to everything this guy's got to say. And I'm quiet. I'm just observant, like, yeah, okay. And he's just letting it off his chest. This complete stranger I met at the car dealership.
Just you're relating to him full time.
Just sitting there listening to this poor bastard give me his soul on a plate.
He just spills it all out to you.
He did, but you could tell, and you could hear it in his voice. That's why I went in there. But like looking at him, he's a normal guy wearing normal clothes, normal haircut, beard's trimmed up,
Yeah.
normal dude. And you know, he spoke perfectly fine when he was on the phone. I'm not going to go talk, even if he was nutball, I'd go talk to him anyway. Like, you okay? You know, so he's just letting this out, going, man. I went in there, talked to some of these people. When I left, they apparently called that vendor. That vendor came in there, and they were like, hey, he's coming in here inquiring about this job. He thinks he's going to get it. Somebody, he goes, pulled the sheets of what my prices were and gave it to that vendor. Well, that vendor turned around, called the owner the next day, and dropped his prices below mine by 10%. Every single line item all the way down.
Just enough to screw him over.
Copied his bid is what they did. And he goes, I just can't do this anymore. I go home. I can't sleep. I can't eat.
I'm just getting beat on 24/7.
Yes. He's I'm completely being consumed by drinking. And I tell myself every day, I'm not drinking anymore. No more drinking. And the next thing you know, I got a cocktail in my hand, and I got nobody to talk to, and I'm depressed in the garage. And me and mom are fighting and screaming because the bank account balances are going down. Why this bastard piece of crap he goes, in this industry of ours. I won't tell you the industry this guy was in. And he goes, in that industry of ours, he goes, it's big. And he's letting all this stuff out and doing all this stuff. And even the prime contractors, he goes, he's going into their facilities. And he goes, this guy has no licenses, no nothing to even do any of this stuff. And he's paying certain people off of these facilities to bring certain piece of equipment of his in there. And he goes, he just gets paid to clean up their own facilities. He's all this third party gets paid to clean up their facilities, which he's got no rhyme or reason to do so. And he goes, then it kind of spirals into this thing where he goes, it's well known. Everyone's doing it. So I'm trying not to give so much away. I can't let this guy's stuff out. But I'm going to tell this guy's story.
Poor guy.
I know. And it gets even better. So I'm like, all right, this is crazy. So he goes, he even said it, he goes, I'm sorry to keep chewing your ear off. And I go, no, it's totally cool. I go, this is what I do for a living. And I bring my name up.
Yes.
And he goes, oh my God, I know who you guys are. I go, that's my company. And he goes, what? I go, yeah. And I go, you're not the only one, brother. And I go, so keep on going. And he goes, man, these guys are going in there. They're paying everybody else off. They're paying car payments to people. They're helping people remodel homes. They're making insurance payments, car payments, insurance payments to certain other people. Whatever this company can do to keep going.
To keep the other company happy.
To keep the other company happy, but they're paying everybody off.
Yeah.
But he goes, in this industry of ours, this company is so bad, nobody wants to use them anymore. He's all, they're cheating certain organizations that they belong to, sending certain things out they're not licensed to do, and they're dealing with certain people in these offices all over just to keep working, but they're paying everybody else off to do. He's all, I've dealt with this company for 18 years. So I'm sitting there like this sponge going, oh, keep going. Yeah, you ain't the only one right now, bro. And he's like, okay. So I give him prime example. So I'll give you this prime example. Because I'm trying real hard not to let all this stuff out. So I go, all right, I deal with certain organizations just like that. And I don't have anyone else to talk to about it myself. I carry the same burden you do. And I go, that's the thing that caught me to come in here is I don't have no one else to talk to, nor do you hear this stuff going on all the time. You don't at all. It's real seldom.
Yeah.
And if you do, you're talking to their party. They have no fucking idea what you're talking about. They want to chime their 2 cents in some employee or some idiot that knows nothing of anything in relation. How nothing works. So I deal with these organizations. I go, here, I'll give you a prime example. He's like, what's okay? I'm going to make you feel a little bit better. It's not going to change your circumstance when you leave here, but at least knowing, hey, this is why I kind of came in here. I deal with these big organizations, and I deal with a couple publicly traded ones that are primes of ours. We have contracts with, and then we work for their generals that work for these primes, but we do business with both. And I'll give you a prime example. This just happened again. Another guy just got caught for doing this about 2 months ago, and another guy got caught just at the end of last year doing this. And this guy's just sitting here. I go, these people work for a very large firm that perform and produce a service that you need to give it to the public. Everybody uses it on a daily basis. Everybody does. And I go, so that being said, I'll give you a prime example. And this guy's like, all right. So this one guy, we'll call him at .com.
At.com.
So I go, he just got caught. And these are the people that we play with and why we don't get work. It's the exact same, why the door swings both ways. So this guy works for the prime, is in charge. That's the prime's money that goes to the general. So this guy is the manager. So he's in charge of the project.
Yes.
Almost like a PM, but he does both. He's in charge of the project overall. So he goes out and he supervises the job. He's on the job, giving advice, blah, blah, whatever. These are on public streets that these jobs are being performed. And this guy for years and years has been doing this. And I go, this is one of many. But he just got caught, him and another guy. So they're finally getting a little bit more aggressively trying to catch these people, but they can't. But it's so rampant, it's not even funny. So if they popped everybody, there'd be no more entity left. But I go, so this guy is on a job working with the same general contractors. He's working for the prime. He's the manager of that job. And he's going, and now he has the contractors that are working for him use the prime's funds to remodel his house. He's putting new block walls up, new fences up, new roof up, not just one shot, for multiple years. So this dude's got, 7 figures in his home through a couple years worth of jobs, right? And he keeps doing it because they keep making sure they're using the same generals over and over and over and over and over and over and over. This is the thing that's been going on since the dawn of time. It's never changed. And this guy finally gets caught doing this. And he was in charge of the money. He could hide the paperwork. He could change line items. So he was back charging materials for the job to his home.
Oh.
And the contractor was just relabeling line items, change orders. So the change orders, that's how he was doing it. Just make it as a change order. The guy would go in there and put a $50,000 fence up. Hey, I need my new roof. So they go in there and put a new $100,000 roof up. Change order. So change order my company and I'll sign off on the change orders. So that's how they're doing it. Kitchens, flooring, garage, epoxy, you name it, door jambs, windows. His whole home was remodeled.
Off of one job.
Yeah. But this has been going on for so long. So this guy just got caught. And the main company, the public company that's in charge of these jobs, this is their money, comes from, I won't let that part either. So they come up and they say, hey, we got you. So you caught, fool. So they get him. And mind you, when I'm talking to this guy, me and him in there, we're divulging who we're dealing with. Oh. I'm not going to divulge to these people who we're dealing with.
That'd be a lot.
Figured out. So he's kind of sitting back going, Jesus Christ, same shit I deal with. So I go, he gets caught. That company comes to him and says, you got 2 choices. This is substantiated. This happened. This is not,
this is real life.
This is real. This is not fiction. So they go, okay, you could leave now after him working there for so many years. You walk out of here now, you get no pension, no severance, no nothing, you're out. Or we call the authorities and you're going to jail. You're going to federal prison for this. Ooh. So 2 choices. Wonder what choice he took.
I would assume no pension.
Yeah. So he walks away after pushing a couple decades working for this firm. Perfectly normal job. No problem. Go to work, do your goddamn job, get your paycheck, go home. But oh no, Mr. fucking, I deserve more for nothing.
Now he's got a big house that he probably can't afford anymore.
Yeah, he goes home and his wife left him.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for
After
her.
15 years of marriage.
Oh,
He spills it out on the table, what he was doing. And she filed for divorce and
for
bailed.
her.
Yeah. So now he's got no job, no career. And in this state that we're in, everyone knows who this company is. And well known. And he has zero reputation, so he cannot get a job in another division anywhere, Northern California, Southern California. In the infrastructure industry, he can't get a job because how do you go to an employer with a 15-year gap on your resume? I've been playing video games 15 years, dude. And I've been taking CAD classes for 20.
Living in my basement.
Just on the internet,
I've
dude.
been playing GTA 15 hours a day for 15 years.
So I gave that in relation to this guy, and I go, that's what I deal with on a daily basis. I go, we're a well-known company, bro. We can't succeed either.
It's hard.
It's extremely hard. So I go, we can't prevail. We can't succeed. Everything we deal with, not just those primes, but these generals are the same identical faction. If we're not paying somebody, we can't get in and work. Or there's an employee in there that's doing this, and because we're not paying certain people in this company, we can't get on the list. We can't work. They won't dispatch us out. They won't do none of this stuff. And this guy's just sitting there kind of with his mouth open. I go, it's not just you. And he goes, well, shit, man. And I go, yeah. And I go, what's funny, though, is all these years, I carry this burden, the same thing. I go, what you just told me out of your mouth is identical in my life. I go home, depression, can't do this, can't deal with that. Drinking problem is through the fucking roof. You're trying to be a better person. You're trying to just play the game. You're communicating with these people. No one calls you back. No one's answering emails. No one's helping you in your situation in any way, shape, or form. And the minute you go to somebody else to try to get help, the phones are silent.
Oh.
So, and it doesn't matter whose shoulder you cry on, no one's going to help you. So, and he's just looking at me and he goes, that's exactly what I go through every day. And I go, well, you own a company. So any business owner in the world is unemployed every minute of the day.
Till they get the call.
And yeah, until they get a call. Until they get a contract or a vendor calls them. You could sit there and the phones would be silent for days while the competition's out there working. And you're like, why am I sitting at home? Why am I losing people? And he's like, well, exactly. That's what I'm going through. And I go, it's because of X. And he goes, I know. And I can't talk to anybody anymore. And if I try to, I get more banished out of it. So he's like, you're trying to go in there and give a real life conversation to a real life individual that they're in charge of. Like, hey, is there any way you could help? Because this is what's happening. But the minute you bring this to him, he goes, I'm out even more, because they look at me going, well, shit, you're just complaining and you're bitching. Just sit there and deal with it. If you don't get that one, you'll get a next one. He goes, well, I haven't won 21 of them in a row.
Ooh.
And they're like, well, you'll get this next one. He's all, then miraculously, I get the next one. He's all, but everything I have out there is way underpriced. I know I have it for a fact. Bonds, everything are in place. No problem. It's mine. And then next thing you know, I go in there and I start calling, hey, when's it starting? When's this job walk? When's this, when that, that person just goes and runs off and tells that other company. That company comes running back in here, and the people in the office give them my numbers, and he goes and changes his bid, and bing, he got another one. Huh. So when I'm shrinking, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I go, well, I'm doing the same thing. It's not just you, bro. But I go crazy because I thought it was only me. And for years and years, I've carried that burden, go home, scream at the wife, and getting fights over it. I go, the same identical thing you were doing on the phone was the same thing I do on a daily with Mrs. C. Cucumber. Right?
Mrs. Who?
Mrs. C. Cucumber. The Wang and Cucumber
I can't.
are dealing with this shit on a daily. I go, that's what. Sorry about that. Our girl engineer.
We broke her.
She's like, you really have no Wang? No, baby.
No wing.
If I showed you, you wouldn't believe it.
You know they got implants for that, right?
I don't want one.
Too much work.
I don't want anything. Just want happiness.
Oh.
So I'm saying, so I felt bad for the son of a bitch. So I'm like, there's another guy walking around, dude, that I wish I would have known 20 years ago. And this fucking guy felt so bad for him. And I'm like, so we talked for 4.5 hours in the waiting room
Of the car dealership.
Oh, getting our truck serviced.
Oh, you guys were there at the same time doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Crying about the same thing.
Crying about stuff, sitting there inside the behind the wall, thinking what he was talking about. That's what caught my attention. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Thought you were thinking out loud.
Yeah, I'm like, this goddamn guy is living my life, dude. And then the more the conversation went on, the more you're like, okay, he's not crazy. He's talking normal. He's talking thorough. He's on the platform. And you're getting what he's saying, too, even though you're not on the other end of the receiving phone call. And he goes, yeah, it's... so I was talking to my wife. He's like, every day. And we fought so hard to get this job, dude. And now we're screwed. And we don't know what to do. He's like, we got enough money to last us for like 2 more months.
Oh.
We cannot get a job because his company just will not let us. But he goes, all the big work, like the major work, he goes, which they don't have anymore and haven't had for like the last year and a half. We used to do it. But he's all the volume work, which is now what's keeping the lights on for everybody. All these service calls, he's all, which could keep people busy every day, 8 hours a day. He's all, they won't even give me a lick of that work.
Oh.
But when it comes to something, large, he goes, they just hand it to me automatically because they know I can deal with it. And then I go back in there and I go, hey, what's going on here? And he goes, nobody. No one will respond to it. It gets even worse. And the next thing you know, I'm not working there. He's all at all, period. He goes, I'm not working at all. And this other company's working multiple pieces of equipment every single day, multiple people on those jobs, all because they're paying 2 people off in this office. And they're paying X amount of people off over here in this building. And I'm like, dude.
These people are just getting paid by their company and by another company to send people to work.
Commercial bribery.
Is that what that is?
That's exactly what it is.
I've heard of it.
So in that duration this time, I was sitting there thinking to him, and I go, man, you don't have to explain nothing to me. And he was blown away. He goes, I've never come across somebody I could sit down and talk to him for more than 5 minutes. And I go, well, we've been talking for 4.5 hours.
My truck's been done for 3 of them.
And I was still being worked on. Yeah. That's another story.
Oh.
But I go, all right, I get what you're saying. So in that context, he goes out. He goes, I just don't know what to do. And there's nothing I can do except die, except lose everything I have. I'm trying every day. I'm waking up. I'm there 2-3 hours before the job starts. My equipment's clean. My equipment's certified. My checklists are done. He's all, this other company doesn't even do any of this. He's all, I'm there communicating with people. I'm there at the beck and call. They want me to do extra stuff. I go ahead and do it. I don't even charge for it. I'll do 2, 3, 4 more hours a day worth of work. I can't get anywhere with that.
Yeah.
These guys are horrible around everybody. He's all in that niche. He goes, that company is hated. They are not respected. Every time the primes come out, there's certain inspectors come out, go, don't put that damn company out here no more. But underneath them are these managers that run those jobs. They make sure that company still stays on that job. So they bypass what the main dude says because the manager's getting paid off.
Yeah.
And the manager's in charge. It's project manager. So he could move the money. He could change it. He could whatever.
Do whatever he wants.
As long as he does it real carefully. But this always comes around. Karma always comes and meets full circle. May not be now. Maybe in 20 years from now. But he was saying the same thing. He was like, man, I do believe in karma. And I go, well, so do I. I do. I don't believe in payback and all this bullshit. Because no matter what you do, you ain't no better than the next one. And the problem is, in like a dream type state or a fantasizing thing, sure, you want to blow his fucking house up. You want to drive your truck right to the front door of that motherfucker's house, dude.
As he's about to leave for work.
Hello.
as soon as he opens the door, he meets a bumper of a truck.
Yeah. See, and I go, don't get me wrong. It's okay to think about, fantasize about all you want. But in reality's terms, that's what I was telling him. I go, you go to prison. You even joke like that, you go to jail. But it's crazy how you can have somebody physically taking cash, changing hands cash for favors, and nobody gives a shit. But until they get caught, which could be in 20 years from now, like the 4 people. So there was 3 last year, 1 this year that got caught doing this big time. And this is for a big, well-known, publicly traded
company.
Yeah, that supplies infrastructure. And they pay no mind to it. They just move these people to what's called a tower, is where they work in. I'm going to have to bleep that out.
Hour?
I said it out, but we're going to bleep it out. See, people are going to get. So all these people in the field, maybe you can leave it in there. I don't give a shit. All these people in the field that get caught doing this get moved to this, what's called tower. We'll bleep it out.
God.
That's okay. I got the bleeper.
Are we bleeping it out or are we not bleeping it
I'll
out?
fucking bleep you out. Oh, beep. Shut up, boy.
Aren't you like a sea cucumber or something? Can you even make noise under there?
It just goes. Like you wring out a sponge in your kitchen sink. That's what it is.
It's bad.
That's when the Wang lets loose with the juice. Yeah, dude. That's where they put these guys, and then those guys go in there, and when they get in trouble and they get caught.
Ooh, it's like a jail cell.
Well, that's just where they put them in administration.
Oh,
So they get them out of the field, so they can't do this anymore because it's been brought to their attention. They investigate it so many times.
Yeah.
So how they look at it is they go, "We've dumped so much money in these people, right?
they don't want to lose it all.
They don't want to lose it all because it's an investment on there and the training, the certifications, yada 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 yada." So I was explaining this to this guy, So as we're talking, like I said, the light in his eye was just getting brighter, and he's more wide eyed. But at the end of it, the point of all this was, it was blown away because, listen to that in another room from somebody else finally going through something like that. And then get in there and because like I said, I'll talk to a homeless guy. I don't give a shit.
He's got something good to say.
I'll talk to a gooey duck.
A who?
A gooey duck.
What is that?
It's almost like, what'd you say, sea biscuit, dude?
The sea cucumba.
Sea cucumba. Ooh-yah. I'll talk to one of those. They got something to spray back at me with. Dude.
Talk to a sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber. So anyway, talking to this guy, going through that. Like I said, it was weird. It was like almost uncomfortable silence, when you're in a car ride with someone forever and just speaking back and forth with this guy who's got the same identical problems as you do. And you got 2 relations of people having an adult conversation was so mind-boggling. It wasn't even funny. So in the end of it, I'll kind of cut it a little bit short. We both, at the end of it, they're like, "Hey, your trucks are done." So about another half hour we hung out. And so we just, after the conversations and bantering back and forth between the comparisons of lives, but having the same life.
Yeah.
Is we can't advance because of somebody else's bullshit.
As a business owner.
Business owner, whatever. Employees go through the same stuff on a daily basis, So, but in our circumstances, so happen to be 2 business owners doing this.
Yeah.
And, he just looks up and goes, "We've been talking for a while." I'm like, "Yeah, it's been, Jesus, pushing 5 hours." And he goes, "Okay." And he's like, "Hey, man, let me get your phone number." And I go, "Here." So we exchanged phone numbers and we got up, we went out, paid the bill, came back in, trucks were pulled up in the lot so we can get in and go. But we stood outside, talked for about another 20 more minutes. I'm smoking a cigarette. But the end of it all, he sits and looks at me and goes, "You know what, dude? Hey, thanks for, coming in here and shooting the shit with me." And I go, "Well, no, hey, thanks for taking a chance on me. I wasn't some serial killer or trying to touch you inappropriately."
Try to spray on him like a cucumba.
Yeah, a cucumba. Sea biscuit?
That's a horse.
What's the deal?
That's the horse you rode on.
Sea cucumber. Yeah, that's the horse. That was my delivery package right there. With the big mane, and the horse had a big wang, and the little wang just held on tight. So that was the plausible premise. And the end of it, 2 hands shook. He actually gave me old pull it in for the chest hug.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was just cool. I didn't mind it because the dude was totally a normal guy.
Shed a tear at the end of it.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was like 2 adults in this at time and space going, Jesus Christ, man, I'm not the only one walking around carrying this burden. And in the end of it, he did say the same thing too. He goes, you know what? I carried this for a long period of time, dude. And thanks for talking. He's, I feel 100% better. And I go, will it change the circumstance? Probably not. But to let it out to somebody. And I still talk to this guy to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Give him a little phone call every once in a while, see what he's doing.
We'll talk about it a couple times a week, dude. And we do the same shit. And I think last time we talked was, I think about 2 weeks ago. And he was like, man, this is just crazy, dude. But at the end of that conversation, he goes, thanks for listening, bro. Yeah, no problem, dude. If you want to catch up sometime, grab a beer or I drink, you drive. I mean, no problem. But I mean, the guy is cooler than shit. Dude getting smashed on and it ain't okay. So I'm like, you know what? That was the epiphany. I'm like, this is,
so we know it's not only you.
this isn't only me. And
Is
I
it me?
found one. And I told him a couple weeks ago, you know, I'm gonna get up here and give like an inlet, dude. He's like, he goes, it made me feel a hell of a lot better. And I go, it's cheaper than a psychiatrist.
It really is. A little phone call can do a.
Yeah. So he goes, hey, don't. So I told him, I go, hey, I was thinking about this idea on the board. So if I get these pens and you guys could have like different colors and initials on these pens, we'll put them up from the state you call. And he goes, don't put my fucking initials on this pen. So I go, dude, the camera, who's ever at home could scroll in, zoom in 1,000 or 1,000,000 times. I knew that motherfucker was talking shit. That dude will never now work in this fucking state again, dude.
Oh,
But I go, no,
okay.
dude, I'll just throw a colored pin up, drop your first, whatever. He goes, I don't care. He's all, that's awesome, dude. And I go, you're not alone, bro. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. You ain't alone, dude. If I could find someone like that, I know there's other people like that looking for someone like myself, the sea biscuit. What's it called? Gooey duck?
The sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber.
Say it 3 times. Sea
Mr. and
cucumber.
Mrs. Sea cucumber. So we had our babies. So folks, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Got more coming. And check the site. We got that under construction. So on the site, it's self-explanatory. Read it. Send your bios in. You guys are getting booted on, like a few of us out there. Send it in. We'll get you up on here. We'll examine it. We're not going to put your real names out there. We're not going to put where you work. We'll give
Unless you want to.
We could, if you really, really want to, and are sick of the shit.
You're just done.
'Cause
Ready to blow up.
I think a lot of us are done. All right. Are you done?
I'm done.
I'm done too. I think we're all done. So send it in. Check it out. Stay tuned for the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.